the climate change is extremely damaging our planet. The nuclear technologies are a viable way to fight this phenomenon. We could produce less air pollutants using the electron beam accelerator method, which is aimed to eliminate the sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide from flue gases generated by coal-burning power plants. The sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide, together with water vapor, are put in a chamber and irradiated under the energetic electron beam. At the same time, ammonium gas is injected into this chamber. The flue gas will react with radicals of steam to form sulfuric and nitric acids. Then these acids undergo reaction with ammonium to produce an aerosol of ammonium sulfate and nitrate, which are not air pollutants. Electricity generation is another application of nuclear technology with a low carbon emitting procedure called nuclear fission, where the nucleus of an atom splits into two or more smaller nuclei while releasing energy. It happens when uranium-235 nucleus is hit by a neutron splitting into two smaller nuclei and 2 or 3 neutrons. The released neutrons hit other nuclei of uranium-235, causing a chain reaction which releases stable heat and radiation levels. The heat warms the cooling agent inside the power plant, which is usually water, and the steam obtained is channeled to spin turbines, which activate an electric generator to produce low-carbon electricity. The big problem this technology has is the initial investment budget, which is usually $5 to $6 million per megawatt, which makes it a very expensive technology, especially for developing countries such as Cuba, where a nuclear power plant began to be built in 1983 and due to financial issues it had to be stopped. Currently, radioactive waste management is the biggest dilemma of the nuclear technologies. Every process using radiation produces radioactive wastes. These are classified by determining the radioactivity levels and can be very low, low, intermediate, and high. The IAEA experts strongly recommend the usage of old mines to dispose the high-level waste, which will reduce the costs significantly. They also recommend the development of the nuclear fusion technique, which is a method that generates much less waste than the nuclear fission. Here in Cuba, the radioactive waste classification is only low and intermediate level. We have a centralized facility for the radioactive waste disposal, which is managed by the National Center for Radiation Hygiene, that controls all the waste generated in our country under the supervision of the IAEA. To sum up, I emphasize the usefulness of the nuclear technologies addressing the climate change. We, the young people, we have the responsibility to make the nuclear technologies more reliable by developing more advanced methods, for example, the nuclear fusion. Let's put our minds and hands on saving the planet. It's a debt we all have with it.